Now, stakeholders in the education sector have renewed calls for a comprehensive approach to addressing the growing issue of indiscipline in senior high schools. This follows public concerns over recent clashes between students, some of whom were armed with weapons such as machetes and locally made pistols. The following report by ChannelOne News' Fauzi Masoud delves into the alarming trend and the urgent need for attention.
With a machete has set tongues wagging as questions arise about how institutions established to nurture good character are becoming breeding grounds for bad behavior.
I think it's quite disheartening because you can't bring up your child, taking the child to a school, knowing very well that they will add up to the training you're giving to the child, that the child will become a better student or a better citizen for the country, and then you end up seeing other people's children either initiating your child into bad habits or intimidating your child not to be confident like the way you would want your child to be and become a better person of future. I don't know what the government is thinking about it, but I'll be very glad if the government can do something to curtail this thing and make it stop, because it's not a good thing.
Violent clashes among senior high schools have woefully become a norm in renewing rivalries, which largely stems from sporting competition popularly known as intercorps. Tragedy struck in January this year as one student reportedly lost his life in a confrontation between Kimbu Senior High Technical School and the Accra Technical Training Center (ATTC). As if that was not enough, in the same month, a viral video which circulated on social media captured troubling scenes of students of Kimbu SHS being pursued aggressively by their counterparts from the Accra High School who were armed with makeshift weapons. But who or what is to blame? Executive Director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, has some answers.
Sometimes also point to the fact that there are certain foreseen issues that we need to develop policies in order to address those issues, but we tend to have a blind eye to it. So we are not really dealing with the issue. So he has created some kind of chaos in the system, and when that happens, people who want to take advantage of that to do things, be it the student, the administrators of school, and any other person that participates in the school environment.
Just a few minutes past 1:30 p.m. and academic work and other activities are progressing steadily here at the Kimbu Senior High School. Technical authorities say that although the clash which happened between some of their students and other students of the ATTC happened outside campus, they've had a reason to even, intensify security and ensure that their trait of discipline is maintained while they carry on with teaching and learning activities. According to authorities who spoke to the news team off camera, the school has for a time without number bore the brunt of these acts of indiscipline by students, referencing previous incidents that resulted in the certain ablaze of the school's bars. Curiously, I queried, could the introduction of the positive discipline policy, which largely prohibits corporal punishment, be a factor to the incessant acts of indiscipline among students?
Corporal punishment has never been alternative to making sure that children live upright life. The issue at stake now is not even about reviewing the disciplinary program that we have in our secondary schools. It's also about how we manage our school system, what others will call the safe school system. And talking about safe school system, we are not only dealing with punishment, because the core of changing the lives of children is not about punishment, it's about discipline. It's about correcting children to know what is wrong and what is right and how they can conduct themselves. So that is the kind of discussion that we need to have. So that is why it is important for us to have a safeguard policy as to how people can conduct themselves.
National Association of Teachers (NAT) attributes the situation to the lack of moral standards among notable figures who are expected to serve as role models to the students.
We go to the classroom to teach three main things. We teach cognitive, we teach affective, and we teach psychomotor. The cognitive is to give the child knowledge, like you are here, you can do an analysis and blah blah. That is knowledge. The affective aspect is what we call character and conscience. It is part of the work we do. But today, we have lost character and conscience. We have lost it. When children are coming to school, they come with weapons. Some of them come with knives and all that. And what else? Did you see what happened? Our parliamentarians, they were also destroying microphones, destroying tables and all that. That is where we are. If parliamentarians are doing these things on the screen and the children are seeing it, what else do you expect?
Meanwhile, some Ghanaians have been reacting to the issue.
The authorities in the schools have to make sure that these things are kept. The way to go about it is, our time, you go to school and there was some sort of, not a punishment, but a straightening of if you misbehave. But these days, it's not like that.
Now, police for no adwin course. Police for no adwin course wa. Omehu say ntakobiano IGP should send policemen over there so that the students will be protected, so that they will not be fighting each other.
Discipline is the foundation on which the aspirations of students are built. And while concerns mount about the issues of immorality in senior high schools, there's been the need for a concerted effort in addressing the menace. After all, they say it takes a village to raise a child. Reporting for Channel One News, Fauzuma Saudu, Accra.